So that digital miner we had, it dug up a lot of ore. I'm processing a tiny little bit of it here. A little bit of osmium. These, by the way, these are factories. Okay, well, I'll show you these factories in a second, how they function as beings in this world. We're doing a little bit of the osmium right now, but there is one more tier to mechanism or processing. I really struggled with the words there, I apologize. We are going to work on that tier now, complete without a crafting table, but that gives me a good excuse to... Oh, there's one. Never mind, you don't get to see the house so far. We do have this giant stairway, and we have the conduit down underneath there, but I'll show you guys that later at some point. Let's grab a crafter table majigger here. We want to go into our bag of tricks and grab out everything we need. In fact, we're just going to place a chest. I guess I have no easy way of dumping my bag of tricks into there, do I? Alright, well, let's get everything out that we're going to need here. Start putting everything in. Okay, so we do have some old pieces of machinery that you guys have seen before. We have the chemical infuser, the rotary condensendum tray to the chemical infuser again. Got two of those. Chemical oxidizer, chemical injection chamber. Those you've all seen before. New to us, though, we are making the chemical dissolution chamber machine, whatever. Making one of those. We're also going to make a chemical washer, like so. Pause if you need to see the recipes, but it's all in NEI if you're following along at home. And we're going to make a chemical crystallizer. There we go. Okay. So these are the different kinds of machines that we're going to be using here. We are also going to basically tear all of this apart, I believe. I set up this nice little auto-crafting, or not auto-crafting, automatically smelting, put stuff in, and it all goes wibbly, wibbly, wibbly. But we're going to tear it apart, and we're going to try and rebuild it and utilize these factories, because some of these machines I'm going to be needing for multiple purposes now. We are literally full of machinery right now. There is so many machines that we need for this. I suppose we can drop off our backpack. It's technically not that useful to us right now. Same with the portal gun. We do need the schematic. We can drop some stuff off, at least for now, until we plan out where we need stuff to be, I guess. And I just saw this. This tool has incorrect data. So we place that in here. Reinforced auto pair silky, so it keeps that. But it has something? It has a skill level of clumsy. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you guys can let me know. This also has it too. Is it my skill in using it? Huh. Okay. This just lost a whole bunch of durability when I did that, though. Jesus. Well, that's no good. Okay, so first, the part that's confusing me the most is that we have to automate gravel using the current machines that are also going to be central to the entire ingot making process. So we're going to whack down a basic crushing factory. We're also going to put down a purification chamber, which we're also going to want to make into a factory. Let's turn this stupid thing off again. So annoying that we can't auto-refill without it going into the mouse. I don't know why it does that. But let me also show you how these factory upgrades work. Let me grab... In fact, let me go here and set that to disabled. There we go. And let me grab a Yetta. No, I don't need that. Why am I grabbing that? I've had Yetta wrench on the mine because it's from the Ender stuff like that is. We want basic factory installer. Okay. So this guy, if we right-click our machine, it turns into a basic purifying factory. it essentially gives us 3 slots of working space in here, so it can basically do 3 processes at once. It does use 3 times the power when it does that, but it's space efficient. It's basically 3 of the machines in one. There's also different levels of the factory as well. I believe up to like Elite, I think, and it has like 20 million of these slots. I don't know. It also has an auto sort option, so let's say you were purifying a piece of cobble. I don't know why you'd do that. It would put it into one. But if you had auto sort on and you purified an entire stack of cobble, it would automatically split it between all of these. We're going to keep that off though, because we only want it to be focusing on the task at hand. We don't want it to fill entirely with something and then not be able to process anything else in one of its other slots. That's the reason we're using it here. We're also going to plop down some of this item conduit. I don't know if I've explained this entirely on camera yet. So what we're going to want, we're going to want to crush cobble, like so, into gravel. Yes, exactly. We're going to change this to insert, and I probably should make some of the filters here. How difficult would they be for me to make right now? Just paper on a hopper. I'm going to make a couple of those just in case here. I think that'll make it a little easier. We are going to put an item conduit up this way. This will feed into the chemical, one of the chemical injection chambers. There we go. Okay, so we're going to want this to be in-out. Extract, insert, yeah, in-out. Always active, okay. We're going to want this to be in-out and always active. So these Ender IO conduit things, they just basically transport items around. If you're having trouble getting this particular inventory, or this kind of menu doohickey, make sure that you're right-clicking this actual panel, not this part. That will just change it. So, the gravel... Okay, these are normally smart, so they normally know what they're doing. In fact, this isn't going to work because I can't have input and output on both. So, we're going to put one there and one there. Right. So this is going to be input on this side, or this here. If I want to change it, is going to be extract. Yes. This is also going to be extract. Yes. Okay. This is going to have eject, auto eject on and being ejecting from that side. This is going to eject from that side. Okay. This is going to be insert, and this is going to be insert. That's energy. We want that to be input. Okay. Right, so it did take the gravel in, or the flint in. Excellent. Okay. We want this side to be... Or we want... No. We want auto eject on. Yes. Top to be input. Okay. So you should be smart enough to work out what we want to do, unless the chemical or anything that we create here might go into something else. That's when we might need the filters that we made. So let's check stuff here. Gunpowder has a use in the crushing factory. Okay. That's not ideal. We don't want that. This is where it gets confusing. We want the gunpowder to go to the chemical injection chamber. Yes. So we want this to have a filter of the gunpowder, whitelist, and we want that to be prioritory. We can also put a filter that says blacklist gunpowder. In fact, that's probably going to be a little better. Because the only other place it can go is this, unless gunpowder has a use in the basic purifying chamber, which I don't think it does. I didn't see one for the crusher either. What did they make in the crusher? Igniter. Ah. Okay. That is the chemical injection chamber, so it does make sulfur in the chemical injection chamber. Okay. So, let us put a blacklist for gunpowder here as well. Okay. Excellent. So you should now take a piece of cobble, you should crush it, and that will turn it into gravel over here, and then it's going to go back. The gravel is going to... Right. No, that's exactly not what I wanted. Let's get you to dump your excess there so this can fill back up with oxygen. Okay. So we're going to want this to also blacklist gravel. Right? Right. So that's got the gunpowder there. The gunpowder should be extracted to go to here, into the chemical injection chamber. I guess because it doesn't have the material in it yet, it's not going to go up there, kind of like the gravel did there. Okay. So that'll be fine. You've only filled up with a tiny little bit of oxygen. Why don't you fill up with some more? Oh, because you don't have power. That would be why. Okay, next here we're going to want our cyclic assembler, which has the recipe in it to make salt with the pot. There we go. Okay. That feeds its salt into the chemical oxidizer. Okay. That's going to be going into there, which will make gaseous brine. Alright, so that's our chemical oxidizer. Rotary condensator, yeah. So that works there. So we're going to need to extract this using that, and we need to put it into an electrolytic separator. So let me go grab the majigger to fix the piping here. Okay, so I'm looking for my configurator. A little tip with NEI is that you can press T, or hang on, you have to first click out of the text box. Press T, it'll close it, and will highlight any chest with particle effects that has the item in it. So there we go, I found my condensending, or not my configurator. There we go. Okay, so with this we can change this to pull. So that's now pulling the chemicals into, or the brine into here, turning it into sodium and chlorine. Excellent. And the chlorine, I believe, we need to put into a chemical infuser. So use another pressurized pipe here to extract it. That should put chlorine into there, hopefully. Okay. And the chlorine and hydrogen will mix to make hydrogen chloride. Okay. Now this hydrogen chloride here, we want to route up to our chemical injection chamber. It's automatically ejecting it. Good. So this should now, I believe, accept the gunpowder, actually. Okay, let's make sure the gunpowder is going to automatically find its way into there. Right now we have just one in there. So it's gone round, it's gone through here, turning into gravel. Okay, the flint is getting crushed into gunpowder, which is not being automatically extracted. Okay, we've gone back to the way it was before, but instead of using filters, I'm going to try the channels here. This we need to be insert. So that inserts the gravel into here. Excellent. And then it's going to extract it with a brown color. And then put the flint into here, which the flint is then going to be put into, or the gunpowder is then going to be put into the chemical injection chamber via this side. Okay. I'm going to grab our aqueous accumulator, stick that back here, and we're going to put some water around it with these water buckets. One there, one there. And we're going to use mechanical pipe to flow this fluid all the way over. Certainly not into that guy. Oh, don't do that, please. Please stop. Please stop. Okay, well, I tell you what. We're just gonna replace it, because I don't know how to fix it. We have another one which we'll be using elsewhere anyway, and we're in fact going to place it the right way round as well, just for the sake of it actually working. There we go. Okay. So then we're going to continue our watery goodness, coming all the way over to here so this guy can make salt. Excellent. And we're going to get another piece of Ender IO conduit here onto the blue channel, which will output to there and feed into there, hopefully. Sulfur dust. Go! Oh, you know what? There we go. So the sulfur dust should now be in here. Excellent. The sulfur dust we're going to wire up to yet more power. Like the sulfur dust is going to get turned into sulfur dioxide. Excellent. The sulfur dioxide is going to go into yet another chemical infuser. And we're going to want to take our other electrolytic separator here. We are going to pump that full of water. In fact, let me turn this around, I think it's probably going to be easiest. Yeah, let's do it like this. Let's put a universal cable there. We're going to put that there. Then we're going to put mechanical pipes feeding to it. That is going to take water and turn it into Oh, it's got sodium in it. Oh, that's not good. Dump excess. Or just dump. Just dump it all. Dump it all. Alright, but it is now making hydrogen and oxygen. Excellent. Okay, so we want the oxygen to come around here, feed into this side of the chemical infuser. That is going to make sulfur trioxide. We're also going to put water into our rotary condensator majigger here, which is going to be completely the wrong way around for this. Instead of taking a gas and turning it into a liquid, as you normally do with this machine, we are taking a liquid and turning it into water vapor. Okay. And the water vapor we want to go into another chemical infuser, which we can probably try to put there. So that should now be getting water vapor, yes. We also want it to take the sulfur trioxide from this guy. Okay, so we've got our chemical infuser. We are going to hook up the pressurized pipe here. That is now filling water vapor into that side, annoyingly. Is there really no way to just dump this? Anyway, this guy is going to take its sulfur trioxide into a pressurized tube and stick it, without sticking it anywhere else, into the chemical infuser, but it's not because this is water vapor in it. Damn it! I believe I have a solution. If we can get some... We have some glass planes. Excellent, we should have everything we need to make a gauge dropper. Yay! Okay. I believe this will fix our issue. I think. Maybe. We'll find out. So open up this machine. Okay, we can left click with the gauge dropper. Right. And then... Oh, we can just kind of drop it into the other side? Can I just, like... drop it into anywhere? Okay. I can drop it into the basic gas tank one bucket at a time. Who are you? Oh, it's Co. Hello. Alright, we've got a little green Co wandering around. Chemical infuser is doing its thing. It's making sulfuric acid. Okay. Next part. We haven't even finished building tier 4 yet. We still have to build the rest of the bloody machine. Next part is we need a chemical disillusionment chamber that makes the chemicals invisible. This one. Alright, this guy, we are going to put down here. It is not... It's the wrong way around. It's the wrong way around. We're going to put here. Alright, it's going to fill with the sulfuric acid. And we are going to put some power to it. There we go. It is going to... That's where we put the ore. This is where we put the ore. All of this is to prepare for this. Oh god, we should have stuck with tier 3. We should have stuck with tier 3. Alright, so this is where we put the ore. That's going to make an ore slurry. And it is going to go into a chemical washer. Right. The chemical washer needs water, which we're going to bring from afar, and not actually have enough cable to do it. The more basic mechanical pipes are going to feed the water into this guy. Okay, so this guy takes water, takes the ore slurry, and turns it into clean ore slurry, which we then need to feed into the chemical crystallizer, which we'll put there. Alright, so we've got some iron ore. So we need to put it into the disillusionment chamber. I like calling it disillusionment chamber. I know it's not the thing, but it's fun. Let me just have this one pleasure. It's ore slurry. Yes. Oh, it's going into... Yes. A clean ore slurry, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Iron crystals. Alright, so we're going to get 4 times iron crystals for that. The iron crystals then need to go through the chemical injection chamber. We need to get pressurized pipes to connect over here, over here, over here, over here, down to there. Fill with hydrogen chloride, yes. That is going to get turned into everything that we know and love. The shards of ore goodness. Did this guy used to have a water connection? I think he's meant to have a water connection, isn't he? Because he's meant to be producing oxygen. But I do have this guy, which is full of hydrogen, right? No, it's full of oxygen. Where is that even coming from? I'm so confused. Okay, so that's coming from back there. So why do I need you exactly? What purpose are you serving me, honestly? You get out of here, my friend. I will take my oxygen from that. Oh, that's in the way. Pressurized, pressurized, pressurized. Oxygen is now being fed back into there. Okay. Right. There we go. I can get out. So now these from the chemical injection chamber are also going to go into the purification chamber. We're going to set this as input and this as input. One that's the front, one that's the back. There we go. Okay. Our iron shards are now being fed into there, and they should be extracted via brown and going into the crusher, turning into dirty iron dust, which we then just need to enrich again, and we'll be good. It's so much work. Now we just need to hook this up to there using prayer? I don't know. At this point, I don't know what I have left in me. Okay, so we're going to need to pressurize all the way around to the side of this. Okay, there we go. And this needs... This? What is this? I think it needs that. Right? Is that a thing you need in your life? Hydrogen chloride? Okay, now the dirty iron dust that we have, we only have... Oh no, we do have 5, because it... Ah, it's done this. I wish I could get it to, like, filter to it, almost. We now just need to send this to the basic enriching factory. So we'll do that. And we'll stick this as output, because I don't know which one is meant to be the output, and it's not outputting because this is not input. Is that the back? No, this one must be the back then. Input. Okay, that's now enriching. Haha, haha. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Finally. Finally, at long last. We're going to put another basic universal cable here to power this. And then, finally, this dust, it needs to go into this basic smelting factory. If we set this as output, auto eject is on. We're going to set this as input. Guys! We have done it! 5-tier ore. Where the hell do I input this stuff? I don't even know. In here, right? I think it goes in there. Why is nothing running right now? Why is this not full of sulfuric acid? Because this is not full of whatever this needs to be full of. Because this still has oxygen in it. So, where's my pipette? Where did my pipette even go? Oh, it's probably in here. Pipette. We are going to... we only need to do 2, so that's not too bad. 1, take out the second lot in here. This is now filling with sulfur dioxide. Okay. It's not filling anymore because this doesn't have any more what it needs. So we need to put more cobble into here. So we're going to need to fuel this with cobble. We have a nice little opening that we can use going up there. Let's run this pressurized tube around here. It fell into a hole. I can't... you know what? Platform's just going to be so much easier for this. Okay, so we're going to need to put something making cobble going down into there. Any ores we have go into here. We've done it! 5-time ores. It's going to be slow. It's not going to be efficient. But it will work. It will drain all our power. But it will work. Literally 2 hours. That's been 2 hours of my life. But it works. That's not even counting the material getting time. I spent 4 hours getting all the materials ready earlier. And my iPad didn't even die. I still have the flowchart on here. We're at 1% battery. Everything just worked out. Everything just worked out. Why? Oh, cobblestone's going into here. Because that is inputting into the basic enriching factory, so all the gravel's now going into there. Right. It doesn't work. We've just learned it doesn't actually work. Okay, we should now be blacklisting gravel from going into here. The gravel's going somewhere, and it's not here. It is here. I think all my pipes are working now. They're just kind of a bit haphazard. We're going to clean some of these up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, we're not going to get to do anything else this episode. But I'm going to let my ores process. It's going to be very slow because we're running on minimal power. One thing I should mention, however, is that I am going to Ottawa for a little bit. For those of you who don't know, I'm heading to Ottawa from tomorrow, in fact, because right now it's Friday. So hopefully I can get this all sorted in time. Heading to Ottawa tomorrow morning. I'll be back like the next Sunday, I think, ish, roughly. I may be a bit tired, but we'll see. I'll probably get back to making videos on the Sunday, though. I am going to be making some videos while I'm in Ottawa, some little, like, recording my adventures in Ottawa kind of thing. I don't know quite how that's going to work yet. But there may not be some Crackpack activity for a while. I do have some other stuff that I pre-recorded. As long as I can get that rendered and uploaded, then I'll be able to release that as and when. There will, of course, be the Mirror's Edge content going up. And Ratchet and Clank should finalise during the week as well. But hopefully once I come back from Ottawa, all of my ore will have been processed, and we can just kind of pick up where we left off and have a whole bunch of stuff going on for us. As always though, I would like to thank you guys very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next episode.